The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. This is taken at the 3. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
They'll run for the first time with Johnson. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37, gain of 9.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
The last run got 9. That leaves them with 2nd and a yard.
Point it right, point it right, point it right.
My 40, my 40. Come on.
Hurry.
40's Mike. 40's Mike.
Let's set a tone.
He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. 12 yards there and a first down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Hey, 40's Mike. 40's Mike right there. 40's Mike.
King.
Check.
Johnson. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
180.
Here we go. Kill.
Mayfield off the play fake. Caught left side, it's Beckham. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 31-yard line. And he's already got 2 catches on the opening drive. They know he's going to be a handful.
And sometimes you game plan for that offensively. You want to make sure that guy touches the ball, and sometimes it just happens naturally. And then you change your game plan. When he has the hot hand, you keep going back to him because he's running routes with confidence as the game goes on.
Exit. Deuce.
Hey, Alpha.
The first down carry here for Johnson. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. If these kinds of lanes are available, you have to feel like he's going to have a pretty big game on the ground.
Yeah, you can tell early on he's got a little burst in his step, and that's a big pickup right there on first down.
Eight yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. On the ground, this is Johnson. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
I think that's the type of run we'll continue to see throughout this game. The snow coming down, I don't expect a lot of big plays to be broken.
180.
Let's go, D. It's going to be a long
Regular.
It's going to be a long day. Mike 40.
Hurry.
Hey, we're going Mike 40.
Attack.
On first down, Johnson. And he's going to get this one down inside the 15. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. The impressive opening drive continues, and just space being created by those guys up front.
We're seeing this the same way, aren't we? We are seeing an offensive line, as this game gets started, as it starts to unfold, that they are dominating the line of scrimmage.
And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
180!
40's the mic, 40's the mic.
We own them! We own them! Real.
We got double up.
Hurry!
Kill.
My touch!
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And they get him down at the 1. He had the broken tackle, but ultimately could not get into the end zone. That's what they wanted out of that first down play. Run it down there. Now they're knocking on the door.
The only thing that would have been better was getting it in, and now they can do whatever they want because they've got confidence on their side. Line up quickly and go, or savor it a little bit, but I run right back at it.
They'll run it with Johnson. And he is not going to get in as the big bodies stop him at the 1. They're held again, and do we have a goal line stand brewing? It's 3rd and goal.
Check.
Hey, alert!
They'll try to run it in. Johnson. And he takes this one in for a Brown score. Duke Johnson, his 6th touchdown of the season. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. The point after, no gimme in the snow, but it's up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. This is the rookie from Oklahoma State, Justice Hill, trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom, quick, and what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. Now it's Jackson. Man open left side is Brown. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
The last play on the completion got them half of what they needed. Now here's a tough 3rd and 5. Jackson from the shotgun. And it's incomplete. Both players had a shot at that one. Neither can get it, and it brings up 4th down.
And 3rd down is a key down in any game you play, and 3rd down defense, something we've got to watch in this one. Got to be effective on the passing downs. That's a pretty good first step right there.
Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. 40 yards on the punt, 2 on the return, and the Browns will take over 1st and 10. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And certainly they'll be hoping to hit pay dirt like they did on the last drive. Got the football back, so a chance to go up 2 scores.
And they haven't been tentative at all in this ball game because sometimes you start a game with your script to try and get information out of the opposing defense. How will they play you in certain situations? Sometimes you script to attack, and that's what I'm seeing so far.
Alert!
40's the mic. Squeeze.
Hey, seam 6.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. On to the 2nd from Cleveland. It's the Browns in control of the football as they've got it with a 2nd down and 2 coming up. On 2nd down, Johnson. And he'll get this only up to about the 35. Tackle there by Leighton Vander Esch. I think you mentioned in the opening drive that these guys needed to establish the run, protect the young QB. I actually wrote that down, believe it or not. So how would you assess things so far?
I'm kind of touched that you actually wrote something like that down. I appreciate that, partner. But I do think they've been able to do that. Maybe not as effectively as they've wanted to, but I think we'll see more of as this game goes along because they want to continue to take care of that young QB.
180!
On third down, it's Morris. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That good for 19 and a first down.
Partner, I remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, make sure you run and jog with your offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking when those big behemoths start to create space for you up front. He did a pretty good job of just following those guys through there for a nice explosive run.
They go play action here on first down. Flush to his right. 20! That's to the right side and complete to Njoku. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. David Njoku, his fourth touchdown on the year. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. Point after, up and good. And it's now 14-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This one taken just inside the 10. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 12 yards there and a first down.
Check 53. Coming to you. Check nickel.
They'll go with Hill here on first down. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Jackson. And his throw here is incomplete. Marquise Brown, the rookie, his intended target. And that'll make it third down.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps to have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Morgan Burnett. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, I tell you, Brandon, this ball's intercepted, but it is third down. So the silver lining is that since this is so far down the field and there wasn't a big run back associated with it, really this kind of works like a punt. It's not an altogether bad result.
Leighton Vander Esch, 3rd in the NFL in tackles as a rookie last year. There on the stop. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Hey, alert! Hurry!
Johnson on the counter. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. He lost 2 there, and it's third down.
It's a loss of 2. Brings up third down and 8.
180!
Eat. And let's get this.
And he's going to be taken down short of the first, right around the 15-yard line. It'll be a gain of 5, and the punt team will now come out on 4th down.
Make no mistake about it, that's a really dangerous place to run that play. But the way that they're spreading the defense horizontally, you've got to think that as the game goes on, they'll find opportunities vertically downfield as well.
It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and the Ravens set up well to begin their drive as it'll begin in enemy territory already. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Quick hitter here. It's complete. Call it a gain of 5, and that'll bring up second down.
It's a gain of 5.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. On second down, it's Hill. And he only manages a couple here down to about the 38-yard line.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man.
First down, Ravens.
2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
2 yards on the pickup.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him up to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Give him 8 yards there. Still a few inches to go, though, as it'll be third down and about the length of the football. Jackson looking to throw on third. Flushed out right. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15. 4 yards there as they let him out of the pocket, and he got enough for the first. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. He will push his way down to about the 14. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. And now Jackson will look to throw it. This is caught. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Hollywood Marquise Brown with touchdown number 12 on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Justin Tucker for the extra point. And it's no good. Oh, he misses the extra point, and our score stays right where it is.
14,
so with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I like where they are on the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if. Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
They'll run on first down. It's Johnson, and he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. On 2nd and 7, Mayfield. They'll roll him out right. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Odell Beckham. in the final seconds of the first half. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. And the kick makes it through, but flags come flying in as well. It appears we're going to get a roughing call tacked on. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will they be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? I'm going to be a fly on the wall for this one, though.
On 2nd and 10, Jackson caught right side at Snead. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. Due to time constraints, we move you forward in today's broadcast to the beginning of the third quarter. The lake effect snow set to continue for the second half of action as we are back underway. This one taken from the 7. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. A first down there on a pickup of 25. They'll throw on first down with Jackson. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Yeah, let's get sack lunch.
Out of the pistol. Here's Hill. And he's got about 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 25.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
From the 25 on second down, Jackson, catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a first down.
An 8-yard pickup. First down, Baltimore.
Draw play. Ingram now. And he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 14-yard line.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
At the Browns' 14-yard line.
Let's go. Hey, we got Mike.
On 2nd and 7, Jackson. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because it nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
Here's Jackson to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss him? Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. And somehow, incomplete?
Yeah.
What happened?
During film study, that's one where he's just going to shake his head, not be able to believe it.
6 points go by the wayside on that one.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this third quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down. They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. And he's got it. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on 4th down to bring up 1st and goal. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll look to run with Ingram. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out?
And he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore. Justice Hill with touchdown number 7 on the year. As they're now just an extra point away from getting back within 1 score. And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2. From the gun, Jackson under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sacked back around the 8. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away. Defense, we got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game. Check so far. Defense shut them down. Let's see if the offense gets done.
On first down, Johnson, and no room to maneuver there. Give him a yard up to the 47.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Again, it's Johnson. And across midfield he goes into Raven territory. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball, protect this lead, give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
I'm going back to you.
Mayfield. He'll get that to DeValve, the tight end. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. First time they've looked his way in this game. He comes through picking up the first. Mayfield brings him up 1st and 10. And he's 8 for 8 now, throwing the ball to start the game.
Run.
Yeah, check. Hey, Mike. Hey, no, switch the mic right here. We go Mike.
Now Johnson. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
Set. 180.
Mike 40. I got one.
On 2nd down now, it's Morris. And again, the run defense stout this time. He maybe gets back to the line of scrimmage, but no more.
No gain on the play.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Pistol.
Mike 55. Mike 55. Mike 55.
Hey, wahoo! Mike 5.
On 3rd down, Mayfield. He's got his man. That's Landry. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 27-yard line. Elsewhere around the NFL, they're in the 3rd quarter in Carson. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. They'll run it with Johnson. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. And we're back now here in Cleveland. It's the Browns football, and they've got the lead here as we start quarter number 4.
Hey, Delta.
Check my 40.
There's Johnson. He's been busy this afternoon. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
I think there's a fatigue factor that's kicking in defensively. You know the will is still strong, but I think the offense is starting to bend it just a little bit, don't you?
Yeah, absolutely. It's looked that way. We'll see if they can continue this already strong drive.
180!
Bandit. Bandit. Kill, 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 kill.
Regular. Hurry.
You got motion man. You got motion man right there. Check 3.
Alert.
They'll run on first down. It's Johnson. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
40. Check. He's coming.
They'll try to throw here. Mayfield steps away. And he'll score. Touchdown, Browns. A 13-yard touchdown run. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. Well, the defensive coverage was good, so good he just decided to make a play of his own, and it worked out.
Yeah, you often wonder if they think to themselves, was the coverage too good to allow him to run the football? I think you'd rather take your chances with him doing exactly that, and he beat him on that play all the way to the end zone.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be taken to the back of the end zone.
The Ravens take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Now Jackson on first down. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-round pick, Demarius Randall.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
On first down, Johnson. He takes it down to the 42, a 5-yard run. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Try to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL, and he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
Now the throw on third down, knocked away and incomplete. The safety that time, Tony Jefferson there on the coverage.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on third down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a fourth down decision.
So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. This will be spotted just shy of midfield, a 59-yard attempt. Online, but off the crossbar, no good. A long-range effort denied 3 points at the very end. All things considered, a pretty good kick, just cruel punishment there to be denied by the crossbar.
If you're going to hit from that distance, sometimes you're going to need a little...
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Larry Ogunjobi in for the sack.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
And with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to third down.
And they insert their dime package, 6 DBs here on 3rd and 6.
Expecting pass all the way. Throwing is Jackson. And that is incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense, they're just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
Now Jackson. And he's going to go down way back at the 42-yard line. Myles Garrett. And it'll be a turnover on downs.
Set, 180. You better be afraid of me. You better.
They'll run on first down. It's Johnson. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all three still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
On third down, Johnson. And a good job on the tackle there as they get him down shy of the first on the 35-yard stripe. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. So out comes the field goal team now for the second time here today. From the left hash, this will be a 52-yard attempt. And he missed it. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is.
Now, if this was a clear day in September, I'd say this is well within his range. I'd feel very confident about this kick, but let's be honest about it. In these elements, the difficulty level gets ratcheted up by at least a factor of 5.
They run. It's Mark Ingram, and he'll take this for about 4 up to the 46-yard line.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
To throw on 2nd and 6, Jackson brought in left side by Snead. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. That one a first down pickup of 8. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Jackson. Over the middle here to Brown. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. From the red zone now, here's Jackson on first down. Eluding the pressure right. This will be caught just inside the 10. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. Throwing again on second down. Jackson, and he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Marquise Brown, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Ravens cut into that lead. And it's no good. It has not been his day. That's the second extra point he's missed so far. 2 scores down, 2 timeouts at their disposal. This is a critical onside kick. And the Browns were able to cover this one up. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. On first down, it's Morris. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get him behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. They run again with Morris. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the 4th. The Browns on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 4. Here's Morris. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 45 seconds left to go in the game. So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. This will be from 56 yards out. And this won't get there, won't be on line either. It's no good, off to the right, and this score will stay right where it is. And that miss should just about right a finish to this one.
Yeah, they needed 2 scores, and they needed that field goal there to be the first one and still give them an opportunity. But now, with the time left on the clock, I think this one's about finished.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. He was trying to go back to Hollywood there. That'll bring up 2nd down. Here's Jackson to throw again. It's caught inside the 25. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That one good for 37 yards. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
58, right over there, right over there. Yeah. Mike, 50. You ain't doing nothing.
One last shot for Jackson. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Greedy Williams, the rookie from LSU. So Cleveland able to come away with